Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Shelley Bell. I am the Regional Career Services Manager in BC. We are very excited to have the team from Amazon here to talk to you about an exciting opportunity for LPNs with Amazon. I've had a lot of fun talking to some of our nursing alumni from our Abbotsford campus because they're all very curious and interested to see what the connection is with LPNs and Amazon. So I'd love to introduce MB and Salome. They are going to chat with you a little bit about Amazon and what the recruitment process is. We will have a Q&A at the end, but there is a chat feature. So if you do have a question that you're thinking of, you don't want to forget about it, throw it up in the chat. We will definitely take time to answer any questions that come up as we go along. Thank you all, and I'm going to hit mute, and I'm going to pass it along to our team from Amazon.
Awesome. Hello, Salome, you got the floor.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Salome. I'm a recruiting business partner with Amazon Canada, supporting the recruiting process for workplace health and safety for all of Canada. And I also have my awesome colleague, Mark Arthur Barrowit, who is our sourcing partner for workplace health and safety in Canada. So me and Emma work very closely together. You can go to the next slide. Yeah, so the agenda for today, we're going to be obviously welcoming you all to this presentation, which I just did. We're going to do some introductions, so a little bit more about ourselves and what is Amazon, our recruitment process, the duties and responsibilities of an on-site medical representative, benefits and perks of working at Amazon in Canada, what we're typically looking for, and at the end, we'll have some time for Q&A. So I'll pass it over to MA, who will introduce himself.
Hey, everyone. It's a pleasure to be a part of this. A little bit about me. I've been at Amazon for 2 years and 7 months. That's 926 days as an Amazonian. At Amazon, we have a theme called Every Day is Day One. So this is my 926 day one. I enjoy recruiting, building relationships, and helping people achieve their career goals. When not recruiting, I like to make music and read. Fun fact about me, I have 3 kids, 3 boys, all boys, and I live in Florida. So I actually have the unique opportunity to support Canada from sunny South Florida. A little bit about me, I'm a sourcing recruiter. So what a sourcing recruiter does is that we recruit, we scan for resumes, qualified resumes, and bring in people that raise the bar, the talent bar at Amazon, that is. So I'm going to give it over to Salome for her personal introduction.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So again, I'm Salome, recruiting business partner in the One Canada team that we have here locally. So about me, I've been at Amazon about 2 years and 6 months. So it says 5 months, but I actually achieved 2 years and 6 months recently. So halfway through 3 years. I'm really passionate about recruiting, and obviously I have a passion for eating good food. To me, it's an actual art, eating different types of cultures in terms of food and just getting to know different types of food as well. I love to read, hike, travel, very important for me. And then fun fact, I walk to work and I speak 3 languages. So my first language is actually French. I learned English through being in college and university. And then my third language is Spanish, also known as Catalan, for those who are from Europe. So that's a little about me. Thanks, Emmy. Over to you again.
Awesome. So what is Amazon? So I'm gonna get into just generally what is Amazon. I think a lot of people know Amazon as, the multinational company that gets people's packages in front of their door in less than 1 day now, with sub 1 day shipping. But Amazon, I just want to give you another aspect of Amazon. Amazon is guided by 4 principles, right? Customer obsession, and that we work backwards from our customers to make our customers happy. that we're not competitor focused, but we are obsessed about inventing for our customers. And we think long term and about operational excellence, about what will make and bring a smile to our customers. Amazon strives to be Earth's most customer-centric company, and the Earth's best employer as well, and the Earth's safest employee. So that's kind of where work and health and safety comes in. Some of the innovations at Amazon is one-click shopping, personal recommendations, Prime, fulfillment by Amazon, AWS, Kindle, Fire to Read. The list goes on of all the different things that Amazon provides. Canada is one of the fastest growing markets for Amazon, which have been serving Canada since 2002. And so far, right now, we have 77 fulfillment centers. And I think next year we have 3 fulfillment centers that's going live in Canada. So we're excited about the growth of Amazon in general and specifically Amazon in Canada. Over to you about work, health, and safety. So,
Thank you so much, MA. So workplace health and safety at Amazon is also known as WHS. So at Amazon, we also speak with acronyms. It makes us special that way. So WHS is responsible for making sure that our people are well at work, both physically and mentally. And WHS is key to keeping our fulfillment centers running smoothly. So WHS ensures safety across all the sites that we have. So sites are also known as fulfillment centers. And then WHS is dedicated to teams that put in the work and mitigate potential risk and ensure employee safety is not only prioritized, but part of our daily culture at Amazon.
All righty. So we're going to move on to just the candidate journey. If the slide can turn. Okay, got it. So, you're interested in Amazon and want to understand basically the steps and the process. So basically what happens is the beginning of your journey is just going to amazonjobs.com, amazon.jobs, and you apply for a job. And then someone from our team, mainly me, we screen our candidates. It's not an AI bot that's kind of just reviewing resumes. It's actually me. I actually scan all the resumes and I make sure that I look for people that meet our basic qualifications and the active certifications that's needed. The next step after that is the interview and scheduling and preparation. So I and members of my team actually prepare you for the Amazon interview. It's pretty unique. Interviewing at Amazon, it's a behavioral type interview where we're not asking you static questions like, can you do this? And you answer yes or no. We're actually asking you, like, tell me a time when you invented something new. Tell me a time when you started a new initiative. We want to learn, how you have embodied, some of the Amazon principles in your career in the past. And then if once the preparation and scheduling happens, which Salome does a lot of the scheduling as well, the Amazon interview. It's usually a 3-hour interview. You're meeting with somebody from safety, like a safety manager. You're meeting somebody from operations and someone from HR. And it's a total of 3 hours, 45 minutes with each individual. And then after 5 business days, you learn the result of your interview. Our team, we're proud of that. We actually do it before 5 days. So you'll know pretty immediately if you pass the Amazon interview. I like to always say that what's unique about Amazon versus other companies is that we don't pin candidates one against the other. So we don't, like, for example, if we put 5 people to interview, we're not saying, okay, who's the best out of the 5? We keep it objective. Everybody has the ability to pass the Amazon interview. So the next logical question you may ask is, like, what if 5 people pass the Amazon interview? Well, you all become offer ready. And because we have such a lot of abundance of openings and opportunities, we believe that within 3 months that you will find a job somewhere at Amazon. So I'm gonna pass it over. Oh, I'm staying on. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about the Onsite Medical Representative role. So Onsite Medical Representative, it's one of the functions under the Work Health and Safety team. OMR usually has a background either as a practical nurse, an RN, or a primary care paramedic, right? So OMRs are our frontline care providers in a medical emergency arises. So just to kind of visualize a warehouse, right? A warehouse has a lot of moving parts, a lot of people, a lot of technology, a lot of machines. In a perfect world, we will not have incidents at all, but and it's not a so perfect world, so injuries happen. So an on-site medical representative is there to make sure that the person, that they're stabilized in an emergency event. If there are not any events or emergency events, what you're doing is you're part of the team that educates the associates on what's the best safety practices. So we also are the first care provider for any work-related injuries or non-work-related injuries and illnesses. So if someone has the flu and wants to say, hey, what do you think the best mode of operation? What should I do? Yeah, they'll talk to you. You advocate for our employees with injuries or illness, helping them find outside occupational medical providers. Additionally, OMR support daily operation at the assigned site, managing the first aid space, using online safety management systems for case management, and documenting and auditing. One of the cool things on OMR, I like to say, is like, as an RPN, you're doing bedside work, and you're not necessarily, I could say, in most cases, seen as a leader, doing bedside, but in Amazon, an on-site medical representative is seen as a expert. So it's more of a leadership role, and that's what's pretty cool. So I'll pass it along to Salome to talk about our beautiful benefits and perks.
Thank you so much. All right. So there's a lot of benefits and perks working at Amazon, specifically in Canada. So first benefit I would say is health and well-being. So Amazon offers health, dental, and vision benefits, disability coverage and life insurance, business travel insurance. And we also have a program that is called the Employee and Family Assistance Program at Amazon, which I highly recommend anyone to use if ever you get the chance to work at Amazon. And then in terms of pay, Amazon works in 3 ways. So it's always the base salary. Incentive compensation can look in multiple ways. So we can talk about sign-on bonuses and then merit increases, right? Depending on performance, how you trend year over year, you can get the chance to get a merit increase. When it comes to financial, in Canada, Amazon offers a group RRSP, deferred profit sharing program. We also have the restricted stock unit that we offer when you get hired. There is also the commuter benefits program if you're commuting from site to site. And in terms of career, there is opportunities for training and education. It's a goal-oriented development environment. So depending on your level, you're going to have some incentives in terms of training and some sort of programs that you can take additionally. There are transfer opportunities, which also are related to your career, because if you work at a site and let's say 6 months to 1 year, you want to transfer to a different site and you want to try something else, you have the opportunity to do so. There is the employee referral program, which you can refer an employee when you work at Amazon. And there is the career choice program that is for hourly employees. In terms of, lastly, work environment, Amazon has a unique company cultures. So it's all about that employees are owners. So which is why we give people restricted stock units. There is an Amazon.ca discount, paid time off, and some sort of corporate events from time to time as well. Next slide. Next slide. I don't know if you, yeah, perfect. Over to you, MA, for what we're looking for.
Thank you for that. What are we looking for? So let's go into the basic qualifications for an on-site medical representative at Amazon. Right. All right. So basic qualifications. Number 1, high school or equivalent diploma. You also must have successfully completed a first aid training course or a first aid examination developed by WorkSafe BC. So basically first aid training. You must have one of the following. Either you are a primary care paramedic, a certified primary care paramedic, or you are an emergency medical responder, or you're a licensed practical nurse with the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives, or you had at least 6 months experience as a military medical technician in the Canadian Armed Forces. So obviously, why we have this great partnership with Vancouver College is because you all are graduating as licensed practical nurses, and that I assume also that you do the first aid training course as well. So you coming and when you're graduating from Vancouver College, you have the basic qualifications for the onsite medical representative role. I'm gonna pass it over to Salome to talk about our preferred qualifications.
Awesome. Yeah, so in terms of preferred qualifications, we always look for people that have experience with workers' compensation, people who are certified to teach first aid, CPR, and AED training from Heart and Stroke Foundation or Canadian Red Cross. You would also need to be proficient in Microsoft Office, experience with an industrial wellness program, obviously having a passion for promoting health and wellness on site, experience coaching on body mechanics, experience managing musculoskeletal disorders. My apologies for mispronouncing, and obviously experience in ergonomics. Lastly, experience with federal and provincial specific regulation is very important. And at the end, we also look for people who are proficient in digital record keeping. You're muted.
Sorry about that. The good news I was saying is that we actually have opportunities right now. So if you all have a cell phone and it can pick up QR codes, you can apply directly to the role today. And so I know that Salome went over the preferred qualifications, but because of this special partnership with Vancouver College, as long as you meet the basic qualifications, we would love to speak to you and move forward with you and get to know you. So I'll keep that on. I'll also pass it over to Salome if you have any words before we go into Q&A about life at Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is a very inclusive environment. Obviously, we promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. The on-site medical representative role is the perfect opportunity to have that firsthand experience when it comes to safety on site. We call it the OMR role. Like I said, we love to speak in acronyms at Amazon. So OMR stands for On-Site Medical Representative position. This role is definitely more of an admin position, but obviously you'll have to perform some sort of first aid duty from time to time, and just make sure that you're very alert. The culture here is also, I would say, if you're looking to grow at Amazon, it's the perfect opportunity to do so. We had an event that we did in person a couple of weeks back with a few female leaders that were in safety. One of them started as an on-site medical representative, and she is now a senior regional safety leader for Canada. So there are opportunities if you're looking to grow at Amazon. I would say it's the perfect place to be in.
Yeah. And I would like to, pull on that string a little bit. I know as a registered practical nurse, yeah, obviously I think you can, I don't know what the trajectory in the hospital is, but at Amazon, it's very clear. You can start as an on-site medical representative. Once you understand the work health and safety specialist function, you can go into work health and safety manager, then senior manager, and then from there you can the sky's the limit. So there's like a clear trajectory, promotion trajectory. And I also like to say that as a registered practical nurse, you can always go back to a hospital, but there's also a great opportunity to have that warehouse experience so that you can always have a plethora of opportunities for you. You can always, once you have that warehouse experience, and you can always go back to the hospital setting or vice versa. So I think it's just an awesome opportunity to then get that warehouse experience, which is pretty non-traditional, but I think it's a lot of fun. So with that being said, we are opening for question and answers. I would say don't be shy or bashful. Ask questions, any questions. There's no dumb questions, just ask away so we can, fill in that knowledge gap.
Feel free to post your questions in the chat. We can read them out. I know one of the questions that I received in one of the phone calls that I had with students was around whether they are full-time or part-time opportunities.
Yeah, so this is a full-time opportunity. So you're usually working 4 days, 10 hours with 3 days off. So there's typically 4 shifts. So we have Sunday through Wednesday or Wednesday through Saturday. Either you're going to work the day shift or you work the night shift. So it's usually 4 10s with 3 days off.
Awesome. Thank you. Someone was asking, do you have any casual positions or on-call positions available?
I'll give that to Salome, but yeah, go ahead, Salome.
Yeah. So, what was the question? Casual position? It's
Like
yeah. So it's
on-call or casual?
Yeah, so these roles are never on call. However, they do require some sort of schedule flexibility. Positions like Emma said are full time. So you would be a full time employee if ever you pass the interview process and you get hired. And then just to continue on the same question, what is the salary? So I'll leave that to Emma to explain because, like I said earlier, Amazon works on a total compensation model. So you wouldn't just get your hourly rate, you'd get a sign on bonus, restricted stock units and whatnot. And then where is the actual work site? We have multiple positions across BC. The one that Emma posted, obviously, is for multiple location across British Columbia. But wherever you are located, if you pass the interview, we can see if we can place you at one of our open site that we have currently. So just over to you, Emma, in terms of the salary.
Sure. And also to kind of there's about in BC right now we have 16 locations. So but right now I think the opening is I want to say in Burnaby. No, it's not in Burnaby. Let me see. Let me double check that before to give you the exact location. One more. Yeah, it's somewhere. 1 second.
We
I'll
have
get the
typically roles in Pitt Meadows, Burnaby, Langley. So these are the locations outside of Vancouver.
yeah. And actually can provide, I'm just doing a quick search of their address, but while we um, I find that information, yeah, it's in Langley. So it's at our YVR 7 building. And let me give you the actual address. That's where the immediate role is. 1 second, let me provide the address. I put it in the chat here. This is the actual address for the immediate role that we have open. But the cool thing about another thing I just want to add is that even if there's a role not specifically where your interest lies in terms of location, the schedule it depends on each site. So in terms of the schedule flexibility, sometimes it's fixed, but but they ask you to be open, right? But yeah, you can ask for a shift, a fixed schedule, but or they ask you to be open to all shifts. So I think another question I'm skipping around the salary. So a typical salary range for this position would be 72,000. So you're just breaking up in three. So that 72,000 is the total comp number. The base salary. There's a base salary, the stock value, and then there's a sign-on bonus. So just I'm not giving you like this is a typical. You might have something where it's $60,000 base with a $10,000 sign-on bonus, with maybe 1,000 or 1,600 worth of Amazon shares. That I'm just throwing out a random breakdown, but it can move around. Salome's the wizard that moves around those numbers. If you want more in base and less in sign-on bonus, but yeah, I just gave you just a typical, structure. But total comp up to 72K. Yes. So is there any other question? Did I miss any questions?
There's one question in there that says, what are the benefits and how long does it normally take to advance? And then part of the same question from Lisa Marie is the role unionized?
So the role's
Yeah.
not unionized. And Salome, I think you went over the benefits. So
Yeah. benefits are, like we mentioned, health, dental, vision, and we mentioned multiple benefits, career as well. And then how long does it take to normally advance? I would say it's really up to you, right? You really own your development at Amazon. There are no timelines of advancement. Some of us have been, in the same role for a couple of months, right? It really depends if you're a fast learner, and how well you perform, and depending on opportunities that are available, right? So yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, to add on to that, as an on-site medical representative, you're gonna have the clinical side down pat. So to grow, you're gonna have to know the work and health and safety side, the laws, the incident management side, the ergonomic side. So there's a lot of different things to master, but then once you master, like to Salome's point, it's up to you how fast you move along the chain. So yeah.
Any other questions that you wanted to pop up in the chat? If you could give one resume tip to folks who are wanting to apply, either Salome or MA, what would be your big tip for folks who are wanting to submit a resume?
Yeah, let me go back a couple of slides just to keep this on this slide. Anybody wants to apply, but one thing I would say for me, because it's like to make it easier for me, it's like, hey, here's my, I'm registered with the with BC, the provincial, which is the College of Nursing and Midwives. To just put that clearly, and also your certification that, hey, I have the standard first aid or the first aid certification. That will make it easy because that's kind of the basic qualifications to put it up front. And so, yeah, I think that would be the biggest resume tip. And then also that you went to Vancouver College and you completed the LPN program. So that's kind of what we're looking for. I think Salome and I's goal is to show fruits of this partnership where actual Vancouver College, graduates get the job. So that's our goal.
And just a reminder to those of you who are in attendance who either are already graduates of our LPN program, or if you are currently a student, reach out to your career services team. If you do not know who your career services person is, you can reach out to me as Regional Career Services Manager. I can connect you with someone who can support you with getting that resume fine-tuned and ensuring that it's got everything in it that you need to stand out when you are applying for these Amazon jobs. They are hiring right now, like Salome and MA said. So we would love to help you get your name on top of the pile right off the bat, and we can work with you right away in terms of fine-tuning those resumes. Any other questions? Perfect. Emmy has put the Amazon jobs link in the chat there as well. Or you can use the QR code up on your screen. All right. Any other last thoughts that you would like to share with us, Salome or Emmy?
Salome, any last thoughts?
I think I'm good. We look forward to meeting you, and we look forward to see those resumes come in. And yeah, like Shelly said, the career services are here to help you. And MA is also our sourcing wizard. He knows everything about qualifications and resume finding. He's really good at that. So yeah, it was our pleasure doing this presentation today with you all.
I am putting up my email address in the chat. So for anyone who does want someone to take a quick gander at your resume before you get in and apply, please reach out. That is what we are here for. I know Amazon does a great, coaching session in terms of interviewing techniques and tips, and whatnot. We also are available to support you with that as well.